happened last time?
Nope.
Yes.
Yes, I remember bits.
Would anyone like to indulge me in what happened?
Yes.
Nope.
So I've got quite a long one here. Oh, that's what she said.
That's
There's
what
no need
she
to
said.
show off.
So we
Why has
travelled.
she got a long one?
I know. Now the question is it recapping the recapping before the adventure? So we're helping Gopa with the water dispute in exchange for access to limited arms available in Talu. Redraw felt guilty for jumping in the village's only fresh water upon arrival. We geared up, rested, and prepared to negotiate with the lizard folk. We travelled to Lake Lago.
Yeah.
Terrain transitioned from farmland to plains and to intermittent woodland. Redraw crafted a white flag to symbolise peace during negotiations. We fought some snakes. Despite Redraw's attempt to negotiate them using his speak with animals. Upon reaching the lake, we noticed the abundance of wildlife and attempted to make contact. Dane and Kazel investigated ripples in the water, encounter with a giant crocodile. That's right, because I think Dane was trying to put some of the water in his pocket to take back. Despite Redward's efforts to negotiate peacefully, the party engaged in combat with the creatures. During the battle, Dane was pulled into the water by a lizard's folk spell, but managed to heal himself and continue fighting. Also threw a spear at something and missed. The lizard folk eventually fled, casting a spell that caused spikes to grow from the ground, creating difficult terrain. The party took a short rest after the fight, with Redraw and Kazel keeping watch. They found a small pile of gold and a bracelet in the water. So we're still on a mission to complete a delivery for Basu. We're involved in the water dispute with Gopa and the lizard folk. And we are exploring a suspiciously happy village and its surroundings, which seem to be every village we go to. So...
I just want to say one thing. I looked at something. I gave Kazel the bracelet.
Okay.
Not Dane. I thought it was Dane, but I gave Kazel the bracelet.
I'll just say I believe you took the delivery and the cart to
Basu.
Basu, so I
I've
think
already done that.
I think that's completed.
So, let me check my other notes.
I have fight with snakes. Take fangs, eyes, and tongue off the largest one. Find the lake. Fight with alligators, croc, and lizards. And also, I have got. It was a nat 1 session.
Yes. Did do quite a few.
So I'm looking at my own notes that I wrote alongside the transcription. So it says, head from village to Talu to Lake Largo. Fought some snakes. That's what I wrote down. Fought some snakes. Arrived at lake. So Dane took a healing potion. Lizard folk escape.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
So
we've got claim payment against the shipment to Gopa on the way to Talu. So we've done it, but we haven't got payment for that yet.
That sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering if you had any names of anyone lizard folk wise, but no one's mentioned any.
Let me double check.
I haven't got any written down.
No, that's fine. I'll make something up. Something's definitely planned for that. Right, thank you for that.
There was
What's that?
something, a character from whom Redraw received a straw hat. I've got that down as
Oh, no.
toxic, but I don't...
That was the session before, and that was Toctic.
Toctic, that's right.
Yes.
I think. Did you come off the? How many did you come off the ship with, Graham?
I want to say that much.
And you've had 2 rests since then.
Has it been 2 full days?
It's been 2. Yeah, this is in the middle of your 3rd day, I would say.
Go.
Okay, thanks for that recap, Kat. Have some inspiration.
Sweet.
So we find you guys on the shores of this lake. you're currently having a short rest, so I don't mind if you're having some sort of chat or plan of action to go forward while you're doing that, as opposed to wait till you've rested. Let's have a plan afterwards.
Yep.
The lizard folk shaman that you were fighting with took off in a direction until he was out of sight.
I think I had it down that Sam. No, that's the wrong Sam. That Dane threw a spear, so he's going to collect any ammo and stuff that he threw or dropped, just to make sure I don't leave any of that stuff behind, because I don't really have a lot.
What? I have no idea how that happened.
Yes.
So you're resting on this shore of this lake. What would you guys like to do?
So,
So I'm going to help while Dane is collecting all these items.
Mhm.
If Kat's okay with this, I'm going to say that
Yep.
he pulls a ring out of his pocket that he didn't know he had.
Redraw pulls a ring out of Redraw's
No,
pocket.
you know.
Oh,
I'm going to say
Dane
while
pulls
you're
a ring.
checking in that, because you said you don't have
Yeah.
very much. If I can, just to help with something we had planned,
Yep.
you find a ring on your person that you didn't know that you had.
Cool. Would Dane remember it or not, or just assume it was there anyway? What kind of level of object permanence does this himbo have? Is there anything I can roll for that? Because his intelligence and wisdom is pretty low. I'm gonna. Can I choose to roll against this?
What, an Arcana check to see if
No,
you
no.
can...
I just want to see if I remember whether it's my ring or not that I found in a pocket, or whether I'm going to be like,
Oh.
oh, this is a magical thing, or something I found here, or just like, cool.
Yeah, do a history check then.
History. 14. So,
I think you definitely remember what happened with that.
cool. Not seen it before then. Found a ring in my pocket. That's a bit strange. He's trying to recall whether any ladies he's seen recently might have left it behind. Can't remember anything. So he's just going to look it over, just like, cool.
Glad to have a ring, but no idea
No.
where it's come from or any other qualities of it. Excellent.
Yeah. Sammy, is this one of yours?
Don't think so.
Seems like the girly kind of thing you'd wear. I'm going to put it on.
Excellent. I'm sure I had explained when it was handed over, it was a magical ring.
You did?
And it allows the owner, can't remember what rules I gave it. I think it was something along the lines of once per day cast the shield spell.
Shield spell, sweet. Am I going to need it? So if we're doing a rest on that, I don't think I mean, I can't remember. Was it something we picked up along the way?
It was
No,
it was a gift.
Yeah.
You have no idea
No.
where it came from.
No, I don't know if it's something that happened that maybe Dane wasn't paying attention to, whether this was given around, or I mean, he can cast spells. If you're a spellcaster, do you innately realise if something's magic, or do you actively have to focus on something?
Do an Arcana check and see
Yeah.
if you recognise it. No,
No.
you don't. You don't. If you don't, you remember the ring, but you can't remember what was magical about it.
Cool.
Unless any of your colleagues want to help you out with that.
By using the help action for advantage or by doing our own check?
I'd maybe talking to them and say I remember that ring, but you've already said you don't remember it.
Oh, I have no idea what you're talking about.
I remember ring. I'm glad you find. I thought maybe it may help you a little bit. You sometimes seem to get hit, like all the time.
I mean, yeah, but
I get
yeah.
ring. I don't get hit, so I feel you may need. But I did not want you to feel weak, so I did not want you to give it to you. But if you ask, yes, I help.
Does this mean anything, buddy? Or just
It means maybe you not die. You save me.
cool?
I try to help you.
Cool. That's a
And
solid,
this
man. Thank you.
but this sign, is this what you brothers do? Is this good sign or bad sign?
Oh,
I've
it's a
not
good
seen
sign.
before.
Good sign, but it's
Good
it's a
sign.
brother's thing. So,
Oh.
you are like honorary brother.
I love you guys.
It's a thing between brothers though. So maybe not like everyone, but
No, I just do to
but
you two all
no
when
no
I can.
just I mean if us two are talking, be like, yeah, it's just between me and Sammy. So do that to Sammy like a lot.
Okay, thank you for another lesson. You
Yeah.
really helped me settle into this big world.
Off the coast.
So I've got the shield spell now, which I am just going to put on my sheet so I can remember that I have it. Did that work?
Is there a plan of action forming with you guys? Obviously, you
So,
could attempt to follow the shaman or head back to the village or
well,
anything that's coming to mind.
we've been employed to help negotiate, so perhaps we find somebody to talk to.
Is there anyone around?
No, they run that way.
Yeah,
And I
no,
point the other
they
side.
ran off, and we just decided here's a great place for a sit down.
Red Raw, I stand guard while you rest. I stand on rock and make sure nobody come to surprise you.
Yeah, appreciate
Don't
that, man.
worry, Sammy. Don't worry, Sammy. I've got your back.
Cool.
And Red Raw will smile really big as you do it back.
This is gonna be a thing now.
Yeah, Dane
Just
finds it really funny as
on,
watching you guys
on,
give each other the finger.
under his breath, Red Raw will be like, "I've never had brother before. This is make me so happy."
Presumably, we need to start trying to track these lizard people down, right? Isn't that what we're here for? I forget.
Yes, because we need to
Yes.
negotiate with them, which I'm sure is going to go well since we attacked them.
Faithful negotiation is still negotiation.
Yes. So, can we tell if there's any tracks or stuff?
Yeah, you obviously saw the lizard folk running off in direction. You were all focused on it because you were attacking at it. So you can all go across the river, the shore of the lake there to the other side, and as you do, you're following and you start going into jungle. Who's sort of leading the tracking and following? Who's at the front?
Presumably, Red would be leading as he's a man of the forest.
Okay, can you roll me a nature check, please?
Nature. Eh.
So, as you are going along the path, well, going along through the jungle, you've find a path, and there, just because you're leading the way, can you roll me a d8, please?
Two.
So find you guys at the top of the map.
I've seen this map before,
Have you?
I think. Unless you made a new one. It looks very similar to the one where Scott exploded a horse with his Ring of the Ram.
Well, I mean,
It's a
unless
little,
Cat's
it's a little
been
bit
hacking
prettier.
my maps.
It's a little bit prettier with more flowers, but was that Cat's game where Scott exploded a horse?
Yes.
And it was on a map that had about 8 different entrances to
Yeah.
it. It just looks similar. Not the same, but it looks similar.
Mine are not so cheerful.
Mine are all handmade.
So are mine.
Oh, well,
Your
you both,
hands
you,
didn't
you
do
both had the
anything
same
on
sort
this.
of idea.
My hands move the mouse. They click the buttons.
He
So the
clicked
mouse-
copy and then paste.
No,
He
Craig.
didn't
Actually,
But
they do make their maps while
Yeah.
I just steal people's.
Oh, on that subject, boring aside, Craig, there is a new version of Incarnate coming soon. They're doing a version 2.0 where they're adding tons and tons of stuff to it. If you follow them on their socials, they've got all the different stuff on there. I'm very excited. It costs like £25 a year. It's ridiculous at how cheap it is for all the stuff they have.
Even cheaper if you do it on the Black Friday deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you guys want to place yourselves on the map,
So we're at the north, did you say?
yeah, behind Red Raw, because Red Raw is leading the way.
I'll move myself one more down just so there's plenty of room.
As you walk along the path that you found,
Can I just add? Sorry, I am still carrying my white flag.
raise the loft nice and high so everyone can see.
Biggest branch I could find, so it's as high as can be.
Superb. So you notice that the jungle leads into it becomes more like paths and trodden ways, and with your nature check, you do see that you can tell from the tracks that there's 2 ways that seem to be more trodden than the others, more well trodden, more trodden.
Which 2 of those?
You roll me 2 more d8s. Excellent. So it is this way and this way.
Sorry, what was
I
the
missed
first one?
that.
I didn't see it. I must have zoomed
Top
out.
right,
Yeah.
Okay,
top right, and
bottom left.
bottom left.
Cool. So if we're traveling down this path, when we get to the central area here, the sort of crossroads.
Yep.
So I believe it looked like that way, and that way it looked like most one road. Do I see tracks of like foots, or is it like carts, or?
It's mostly footprints. You want to give me a survival check? I'm happy for anyone to make a survival check at this point if they're actively looking at what Red Raw's telling them.
sure.
I went for survival rather than nature for my proficiencies, so I would love to throw a survival. Well, that it matters.
Dane's actually looking where Red Raw is looking rather than just bored and shuffling around in the bushes.
And
Sam
you
vaguely glanced up from his book.
Well,
Nerd.
you can tell that the most recent track happens to have gone in the direction down here.
Oh, right at the bottom there.
But with
Cool.
those checks as well, that's the most recent one. And that is also the most well trodden of all the paths. But the one to the other direction, aside from that one last track, it looks like there's a lot of broken branches and bits along the side, as if something's been going that way.
In a hurry.
Yeah, in more recent times.
Is there like lots of lizardy type footprints and stuff?
Yes. You're not seeing humans, you're seeing more lizard folk type.
What? Oh.
To everyone and be like, which way do you think? Well, outside of Transylvanian. So, which way do you think we go?
I mean, are we following them? I suppose we should follow them.
Well, I don't think we need to find that person. We need to
Well, we
find
got
village.
someone's leg space. Sorry, I'm arguing with the children. Continue.
Oh no, you take nose.
It's fine.
Right, Harry, say hi and then bye. And say bye.
Hello, little Harry. How you do?
Hi, guys. Hi,
Bye-bye.
guys.
Well,
Hi,
Hi,
hi.
guys.
Go on, it's bath time. Good night. Yeah.
It's hard to work on my husband.
I made it. Wait, no, love you. Sorry.
It's all right.
Bless.
While you stood there discussing, deciding which way you could potentially go, have your perception right there as well.
Yes.
a perception.
Yes.
Dane doesn't give a shit.
Dane is just super focused on the footprints.
Concentrating on
And
the
it-
footprints, man. That's where we need to get the information from. That's all we're going to need to know.
Whereas Sam and Red Raw have also taken into account that they can hear something above the chatter of the jungle and the birds, almost like a pulsating sort of noise, and a bit of a low drone. So that's coming from the direction up here. So you've got the shaman has most recently run down to the bottom left, and you can hear the noise from the other direction.
Then stop looking at floor.
Looking at footprints, man. I think there's a clue here.
No clue. You have certainly no clue.
Not yet, but I'm still looking.
Perhaps if you shut up and listen, you can hear noise. And Sammy, you hear noise?
Yeah,
You
go
think
that way.
that maybe we're villages?
I don't know.
I do not know either, but perhaps more noise mean more people mean village?
I mean, you think the noise is more important than, like, the footprints?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes. Well done for finding footprint, Dane. You do good.
Looks
do
really
real
pleased
good.
with himself. Really fucking
Why,
pleased with
why
himself.
don't you follow the footprints and we'll go the other way?
Good plan.
That is terrible plan.
Not for me.
We just three people. We need to stick together. We're three brothers. We
That
need
is
to help
true.
each other.
I mean, Sammy, I don't want to leave you on your own because you know what happens when you get left on your own. You're in danger, and I can't save you when you're in danger.
Canonically speaking, when I'm on my own, I do way better than when I'm with you.
Shut up. Dane knows this.
Remember that time
He's
you
not.
died and went to hell and I became a badass monster killing machine all by myself? Yeah.
And Dane has, like, nearly died, like, a lot during this campaign so far. It's a sore point. He doesn't want to acknowledge it. But
it's
he knows.
thematic.
He knows.
It's
He knows.
thematic.
Yes.
So
I mean-
what was-
There'd be three people. Shall we vote? We go north or south?
If this is your thing, man, then
so
we're brothers now.
towards
I'll
the-
follow you.
north towards the sounds, or south following the shaman and the heaviest of the footprints.
East towards nothing.
Or you can go a different direction. You can definitely go towards a different direction.
Do they all
Can
just
you
loop back
social-
round into the same direction?
Uh,
It's like spaghetti junction. It's like it's just a load of ring roads that all interweave with each other. No matter which way you go, you end up in the same place.
I could just roll a D20 and we'll see what happens on the next map.
Look, I mean, this may not help, but when child we used to play game, we would stand in middle, and then one would fire bow straight into sky above us, and wherever the arrow land, that be the direction we go.
Cool. This could never possibly go wrong.
Sometimes they did go wrong.
Hey, look, I'll go anywhere, but whatever you nerds think is best.
What is nerd?
I'll think of a clever acronym for it, but I can't think of it now.
Okay, I can't wait for next lesson
Yes.
of Big Wide World.
Yeah.
So I think we go north to Sound and find village. We do not need to find the guy we fight, because he might just be very nasty, angry man. We need to find the leader of village to negotiate terms.
Yeah, that's what we were meant to do, wasn't it?
Yes.
Maybe we should do that. Let's do that.
Okay, so you guys are heading north. Let's change which map you're on. Just getting used to DMing again. Using all the buttons. Okay, and here you are coming along the path from the top left there.
Cool.
Would we be able to see the lake from where we are, from up here?
Yes, you as you follow the path, you can see through the tree line along the path that it does lead to a lagoon.
How warm is it at the minute? Is it as warm as it was in the desert? Is it like a...
Are you going to go full Greg again?
I might jump in the water.
I mean, it's typically warm. It's no hotter than it has been, but it's I mean, it's more humid than anything in this jungle. You're not in direct sunlight most of the time, but the moisture is definitely making it feel very humid.
Is there anything
But yeah,
in the water
the
this
sound, the sound that you heard,
time?
it is getting louder as you approach the lagoon, but it's a strange sound, not of like people talking or the hustle and bustles that you're used to in towns and villages. It's barely, as you're getting closer to the lagoon, it's barely louder than the sound of the water just washing along the shore.
Can you give us an impression? It's got a good beat to it. Oh, I see what you mean. There is a noise.
Can you give me a perception check?
Nope.
Would you call this area coastal?
I mean, it's where the body of water touches meets the land. So yeah, I don't see how that's not the same sort of location. Unless that body of water has to be an ocean, but who's picking up?
For it to be a coast, it has
Definitions.
to be the outer edge of a landmass between seas and oceans.
But would you
Because like
not
a
say-
riverbed's not a coast.
No, but are they like the giant lakes in America? Would you call that a coastline, even though they are internals? I mean, they're huge bodies of
I
water.
personally wouldn't. It's just the lake's edge.
Yeah, but the lakes are bigger than England.
It's not a coast, though, by definition, geographically speaking.
I didn't do geography.
I did, but I'm not going to be that picky on.
Craig's not that facetious about what makes a coast a
It's
coast.
just if
No.
it's a really large lake, it'll be a very similar ecosystem to the
Like-
coastal.
Cross a small lake and say, "Well, I've travelled from coast to coast."
What does a coastline mean to you, Red Raw?
It means land next to big body of water.
Yeah, but what does it mean if it was a coast? Why did you ask?
I've just that's my favorite terrain, so it would tell me things like, while tracking other creatures, I can learn their exact numbers, size, and how long ago they passed through an area. I can forage twice as much food in this area. I'll just looking if it gave me advantage on perception throws, but I don't think it does.
No. Okay. Well, you can clearly see that there has been some movement along this path.
Oh, I do get to add double proficiency, so that would make it a 21. Sorry.
Okay. So yeah, you can see that I don't know, half a dozen maybe lizard folk tracks along this path to the shoreline. In recent, no, within the last few hours or so. At the moment, you've not spotted any. What else are we saying? Exact number, sizes, and how long. Yeah, that's covered all that, hasn't it? I mean, if you want to look for food, you'd be more than happy to.
I think we're okay at the minute, but we can't see anybody at the moment.
No, not at the moment.
No.
But is the sound getting louder as we're heading more towards the shoreline?
Yeah, as you've headed along this path, you've noticed the sound, even with any perception roll. It's become apparent to everyone.
Cool. I was just reading my character sheet because that's always a good thing. I do have one of my channel divinity. I'm going to use that to harness my divine power and regain an expended spell slot.
Sweet.
Level of which can be no higher than half your proficiency bonus rounded up. Cool.
So how does that
One.
happen? Are you, is it a wave of the hands? Is it a prayer? Is it a?
I think we'd worked on what the symbol looked like. I know eventually that Dane would want it tattooed on him, as is canon. But I think we'd agreed it was something until then, or had we actually agreed on the tattoo? Had I written it?
I don't
in the
remember
bio?
any tattoos.
No. No. Then you can't take it off me.
Chop off the limb.
Yeah. Okay. So it's some symbol that he wears. So he's just gonna clasp the symbol. And just.
I allowed you to keep your holy symbol.
Thank fuck for that, because you're not a monster.
Not a monster. Not a monster.
Just in case you get any ideas. So he makes a brief prayer to Hor, and regains a level 1 spell slot.
Is it so loud that everyone hears you, or is it like a muttering mumble?
Oh, it's a muttering. It's a muttering under his breath, which Sam would have heard him do before, and probably Redwall just thinks he's just chuntering away to himself as normal.
So yeah, are you
Dale,
carrying
just be quiet, Dan. We're trying to find out where people are. Stop talking to self.
I think Dane is one that he would talk to himself. He's very much like, fine, I'll do that. Okay, I'll go through here. Just muttering under his breath, like very passive aggressive in situations because he can't process it internally. But yeah.
So are you carrying along the path all the way to the shoreline or?
Kinda. Redwell will ask her, do you want me to walk ahead? Perhaps if you want to hide in bush or
I
just
can bring
hang
up the
behind.
rear.
They may not like to see lots of people. Maybe one person go, and then I introduce my brothers after.
Yeah, because that didn't really work last time, did it? What do you think, Sammy?
Mm,
Hang back, or should we just like go in fighting?
Why we fight?
Because that's what we do.
Well, I know you saved me from goblins by
Yes.
fight, and I love you guys for saving Red Raw, but we don't always have to fight. Look at Sammy. You like reading books, Sammy, don't you?
Yeah.
That's not aggressive to read book, so he can keep reading book.
Okay,
You can talk to your hoa or whatever you talk to, and I can have a quick spy. I could go really sneaky, and they will not see me. If you want to hold flag, I probably best not take flag to be sneaky.
I mean, it's whatever works for you. This seems like really your area of like expertise and shit. So, do you want us to like creep behind you and so you're not, so we can come to your rescue if needed,
I
or
would
should we
love
just
to
hang
watch.
here?
Oh no, I would love to watch you creep behind me. That would make me very funny.
Don't need to be a dick about it, man.
No, I would really love it. That'd be funny.
So you
With all
guys
the-
are you're sneaking, are you?
No.
Well, I was going to offer to sneak ahead just to see what was going on, but if we're all going together,
No,
Then-
I'm quite happy to kind of hang back because
I'm
you
fine
meant
for you to creep off on your own.
yeah because
so
I kind
if
of
I could,
can't.
I will hand the flag over and be like, "Be quiet. I'll be back very soon." And please, Rubik's, you stay with Sammy and Dane.
Where's Rubik's?
Well, I
I need
haven't
to-
put him on the map. He was on
I
the.
need
He
to do
hadn't
that.
died in the crocodile fight. Yeah, but we don't need it at the minute. We
Okay.
can always add it if we do. So I would like to stealthily just like go through the like into the undergrowth and the trees and stuff here. If there's room for me to stealth and just try to sneak up and have a look.
Roll me a stealth, please. So yeah, show me which way you're going.
So into that bush first.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna try to go across to that bush,
Okay.
and then across into this one.
Yeah. They,
And then-
they're not bushes, they're trees.
Trees.
Those
Well,
larger
hiding
ones.
underneath. Try to
Yeah.
hide underneath, and try to be undercover. So if there's like, if it's more shaded there, keeping low and get to that sort of area, and then just look out along the coastline, see if I can see any living creatures anywhere.
Okay. So
Graham is wanted to ask a question.
yeah.
Once Red rolls out of earshot, can Sam ask Dave, like, why does he keep saying we're brothers and why does he keep swearing at me?
Because it's fucking funny, man. He gave me this
You're a
like
jerk.
cool necklace and stuff.
You're
So-
a jerk.
I know. Gotta admit though, it is fucking funny. Ah, go with it. It's amusing.
You don't want to start a prank war with me. You will pay for this.
Hey, I'm not starting it with you. Just starting it with him. It's funny. Roll with it, Sammy. Lighten up.
Back to his book.
Red Raw, as you're investigating the coast,
Yes.
can you roll me an investigation, please?
I can.
I'm
19.
nailing these tonight.
Yes.
Uh,
Until the fight starts, and then we roll bad.
yeah, then you're screwed. With a 19, you spot what you believe is where the sound is coming from.
Okay. So if I see that
Yeah.
and can tell, I assume that's where the noise is coming from. If I don't see anybody else, then Red Royal will use the same path to move back to Dane and Sam.
You do see one person.
Okay. In right there.
Yeah.
Does he look like a cheerful fellow?
Um, I know, right?
Can I
That's
just
really
say,
impressive putting that together.
it's a great effect. It is messing with my eyesight because I
I
feel a
thought
bit.
someone would.
I
I
f-
thought someone would hate it.
it's sometimes it's a little blurry because these screens are at an odd height, but that is not helping. It's like, is it me?
Don't worry. I can get rid of it again. Yeah, with your 19 investigation, it looks like the lizard folk is dressed in a similar way to the chap that ran away previously, but it's not the same lizard because you can see one, if there's no injuries to it, and
Yes.
two, it looks like bigger in stature, and the dress looks a bit more
Ornate.
yeah. So you could almost say it a more mature version of what you'd seen before, like the other shaman was a lesser version.
A bigger, harder, stronger version of what we already had a fight with.
It won't let me move my character anymore.
Will it not?
Weirdly. No, but I'm gonna head back the same way I went under trees, bushes, and whatnot, back to Dane and Samuel. Relay that information, and do you have maybe some ink and paper I can borrow, please? I need to draw a sign. I see. You may know what it is. Read or not see before.
So that's just from above in this direction. You can see that, but obviously
Oh.
you're looking from the side,
Ah.
looking out into the ocean, so you can make out there's glowing in the ocean.
Okay.
So is it
water.
like heat haze?
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to make out that pattern directly.
Well, I will explain that image and say the bigger, maybe looking lizard man that is in middle of this bright light in middle of water. He look maybe not like look like same guy but different guy, but look same, but maybe bigger and maybe stronger, maybe smarter, maybe more willing to talk, maybe more willing to kill. I cannot tell.
I mean, is he like hovering out in the middle of the water? That's weird.
No, I don't think so. You remember the last lizard born was swimming in water?
Okay.
I think this one can swim also. Maybe do swim better.
Maybe dude's
He's
just having a
swimming.
swim.
He's swimming above the water line, so you can clearly see him there
So
when
is
you're
he doing
looking
like-
at him.
Yes, he's doing mom swimming, so he keeps his hair dry.
Yes.
You can have inspiration for that one. Scott.
That's how our mother used to swim, but then obviously make no sense because she covered in hair. So, but this bit here always stay dry.
That's an image.
But we can. Do you want to talk or do you want to find weaker guy first?
I mean, would he be
Does
able to
look
hear
quite
us?
strong.
I mean,
Pardon?
would he be able to hear us, like shouting out across the water? How far away is he? If he's just having a swim, I don't want to disturb him. Maybe.
Yes, but not normal to swim where this light and other stuff is. I think it's more than just like leisure swim, and he's trying to be healthy. It might be good spell, it might be a bad spell, but it feel like maybe he do some kind of magic.
What do you think, Sammy? Okay. Well, the fighting didn't go so well last time. I admit that.
Yes,
Maybe
you nearly drowned.
Don't remind me.
Sorry, I don't mean to.
It's a sore subject. Maybe we'll try your way this time. See, I am good at sharing.
So okay, we go to the coast and we shout but in a nice way, shout nice, so it does not sound like we be aggressive, and we say, hey, we'd just like to talk. Come closer so we don't have to shout.
I mean, we'll probably get drowned anyway, but let's do your time. Let's do your way this time, buddy. Do you want your stick with the flag on it?
Yes, please. You still have stick?
Picks it up off the floor. Yeah, I still had stick.
Thank you, and thank you for looking after Rubik's. He likes you, brothers.
That's fine. He's a good kitty. Dane's
Yes.
quite uncomfortable.
So, are you then heading along the path?
Yeah.
Fortune favours the bold. Well, it didn't favour us when we attacked it, and I've only got 25 hit points, so...
We short rested, though, didn't we? Didn't you?
Oh, wait,
Short rest.
No, I only have 25 hit points.
Total.
Oh, sorry. Oh.
Yeah.
4 more than I've got.
Yeah.
Did you dump Con again?
No, I don't think I did this time. No. Maybe.
I have 28.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ranged attacker.
Yeah, I put everything in strength and charisma. That's what I went. Himbo build. I build for the lols, not for the good stuff.
So if we don't see anybody else when we get there, then Redwall will shout, waving flag. Hello, we come in peace. We want to help and talk to you. We've been sent by... And I will just deliver as much information as I can as I'm shouting. So we've been sent by Gopa to negotiate of water. Come close. Come talk, please.
As you're stood there, waving your flag and shouting over across the water.
Shouting nicely. I did
yeah.
specify nicely, yes.
You see, coming out from the water are two lizard folk. They're dressed in they're armed. They're armed with their I think it's spears. I'll just double check on a character sheet. That'd be nice. They're approaching you in a aggressive way, but they're not throwing. You can see they've got javelins, and they're not throwing any at you. And as they approach, they're not really paying attention to what you've got to say. But Scott, give me a persuasion.
Can I help with a persuasion?
Of course you can. How are you helping?
By hiding any weapons and putting on my best charismatic smile.
Yeah, fine. Roll it with advantage, Scott.
Persuasion.
Yes, please.
Thank you for the help, because I was not excited about rolling with 0.
Yeah. Okay. So that these lizard folk, you come in. Sam's just
Sam's
going
off.
for an attack.
No, I was trying to press a settings cog and I accidentally pressed the damage button.
Sam was just lunging in. Scott's persuaded them.
No, I pressed the wrong thing.
What are you doing here? Explain yourselves.
Oh, I would love to explain myself. Me and my 2 brothers, and I'll flip the finger back at Dane as I'm pointing to them both. And we've been sent on peaceful mission. We'd just like to talk to the leader, if we can, about sharing water with Gopa. I think he's green Gopa.
They snarl at the name Gopa, but with your 13 persuasion, they start talking to each other in Draconic. If anyone understands that, you can hear what they're going to say.
I believe we all checked last time
Nope.
and we don't.
Yeah.
Nope.
And then
No.
fine. We'll take you to see Litrix.
Can you spell that?
Litrix.
Thank you.
Litrix, the lizard folk leader. And yeah, the pair of them will one behind, one in front will be the one behind, like almost jabbing you with a spear, but not aggressively, just every so often. Even though I think you guys can probably move faster than they can, so it's not like you're holding them up. No, it's just same 30-foot speed, and you go along the path that you just come through, and then head to the
other set of tracks.
The other set of tracks,
Uh,
and
I would like to kind of try and make conversation and just be like, so what's the other guy doing? What's with the noise? Just like curious, trying to figure out what that whole deal is.
quiet. You go speak to Litrix.
Hey, and just ask him, man, that's a cool beat to it. It's got a cool vibe. What you doing with it?
Yeah, we don't know. We just make sure no one interrupts.
Foot soldiers, right? Soul of the earth. Yeah. I get you, man. I get you. It's gonna clap him on the shoulder like friendly, like, yeah, I like you.
And you, as you come from the through the path, you come up to the to this.
Yeah, Dane's gonna
Little
Dane's
village.
gonna keep talking to that lizard guy all the way back.
Excellent.
Whether it's too annoying, don't know. But he's like, yeah, another guy, like, bit bodyguard, bit of the muscle. He respects that. Hard worker.
Well, give me a persuasion.
Ah, see, I'm good at those. Apparently, watch me fail. That's not bad.
Yeah. So he's persuaded enough to resist the urge to
Stab me
hit
in the
you.
face. Yeah.
Yeah.
While Dave's doing that, I'm walking next to Sammy, knowing Sammy likes to read his book a lot while walking. So I when I'm not tracking, I will kind of walk by his side. So as he's walking and reading, he doesn't have to pay attention to where he's going. If he starts going off path, Redwall will just kind of like help him. If Samuel is just reading his book like he often does. Just the way he can help.
Leaning hard into that character trait that if he's not currently actively involved in a fight, he's probably just going to be stood there reading a book.
Oh, hey, Olivia.
So yeah, knowing that, yeah, Redwall, if he's not doing anything himself while we're walking, he will just be guiding Sammy, so he doesn't have to look away from the book.
I'm headed towards a tree, just sort of a slight tug on the arm to pull me off course.
Exactly that, yes.
So, as you're heading into this village, escorted by two lizard folk soldiers, you there's a lot some perceptions. Let's see what you can see in this village.
$16.
absolutely
16.
nailing it.
I mean,
tonight,
we have
guys.
rolled
We're doing
very
good.
similarly tonight in every perception and roll, Graham. It's ridiculous.
See,
I
you're
mean, part of
brothers.
me
You're
wanted
bonding.
part of me wanted to say at one point, while you've got your head down reading your book, I'm just whispering in your ear what I see when we was rolling so similarly. But I didn't want to take the good rolls away, so
I'm genuinely surprised Craig hasn't been making me roll at disadvantage for perception, considering I'm just reading a book every time.
No, I mean, I don't mind if you want to self-impose those sort of things.
Still listening.
Yeah, well, that's it. There's the other senses. You know, you could be getting some smells and other just other than just looking. But yeah, as you're heading into the village, you do spot. So you're heading along the path down to this bottom right-hand corner here. As you've travelled through, you did spot this building in the bottom left.
Okay.
It seems to be sort of covered in bones and skulls and other sort of tribal gear that you might have associated with sort of tribal magic.
Does it look like a well-established village?
Yes, so you've got some of the buildings here which are all greened and moss, and
Yeah.
you know they look like they've been there a long time.
Are they all giving lizard folk village, or does it look like they have taken over an existing village?
No, it's all lizard folk, but there is two clear sort of not a long walk at all. There are two different styles you can see. There's the style on the left-hand half and the other ones, which, yeah, the ones on the left seem newer.
Right.
these ones seem newer here.
Yeah,
Okey-dokey.
they seem newer. The other ones with all the green on them, they look like they're well established, and they're much larger and much more communal, whereas the other ones seem smaller and like
Dormitories and suites.
yeah, seems to be if there's a family, it'd be a small family in them, whereas the others could perhaps hold multiple families.
Are there many people milling about?
Yeah, there's a general vibe of people going about their business. There's people who come back in from a hunt carrying fish. You've got other people who are looking like they're preparing meals, general maintenance on buildings and things like that. It has a village life feel.
And is it?
Do they all stop? Sorry, like when we're walking in, does it seem to draw all the attention?
They're certainly looking at you in a way that kind of suggests that. Well, give me an insight.
I am because I am still got my flag unless they've taken it off me. Trying to be as peaceful as I can. Insight.
Yeah.
13.
Yeah, they look like they're surprised to see visitors and outsiders to the village. And as you frog marched down to this
Lizard marched.
Lovely.
Yes.
If only you'd used some inspiration by now, you might have got some more. No, you wouldn't have done. I've already given you one.
That's what she said.
A larger, more prominent lizard folk appears from the building.
So is this where we've been guided down to this one here?
You've been guided down here, yeah.
Yeah.
If that looks like a person in charge, Redwall will snap like maybe a foot. So he's only got a foot left of his pole, so he's holding the flag much shorter and still waving it in front of this person.
And you'll hear the lizard folk in the front of the group speak directly to the this new larger creature, and then you see him sort of shooed away to leave. So the creature, the first lizard guard, has you see disappearing off into the distance. There's still one behind you. And he left stood in front of this quite large lizard folk. Yes. What do you want? So you've mentioned Goper.
Yes.
Well, why are you here? Outsiders are not welcome.
We do not mean to offend, or we do not wish to make you angry. We would like to be friends with you, like we made friends with Gopa. He was not horrible. He was nice, and he asked us to speak to you. But my friends here, they may be better at words than me, so perhaps they can maybe tell you better than I can tell you what we are sent here to do. And then, if it's okay, I would like to pass it on to our charisma-based characters.
You want to take it, Sammy?
Not particularly.
Okay, so Dane is gonna put on his most winning smile. It's
I'm going to copy it.
it's a tough crowd. It's like talk about Gopa and sharing of the water, explain the whole story. Can we come to some kind of arrangement? Can't remember what the arrangement was.
I think we'd be quite happy to make a meeting where you
That's
and
right.
Gopa can maybe talk and exchange ideas for what you can share to share water.
Yeah.
They need water.
So anything you need that they have, exchange of ideas, coming together, big family thing, happy people, happy times, good times, buddy.
Give me a roll for persuasion.
And I'm going to use the inspiration. Wasted that one.
It's a good use.
Beautiful double 11.
So this is our village, and we need the water, all the water. Gopher keeps trying to take it. They destroy the land and cover it in all the water. It's ours. You tell Gopher if he wants to try and take any of our water, my men will put a stop to them.
Surely there's like enough for both of you. There's a big lake over there. Can you not share?
I don't know if lake was for drinking. It make weird noise. Maybe it's poison.
Maybe it's flavoured. Magic flavour.
Red Roar is excited with that
Yeah.
prospect.
Roll me an insight.
Who? Both?
Yeah, Dane's interacting, so we'll go with Dane.
Great. It's not my strong point.
Magic water. Yes, that's how we keep the water safe for us all.
Well, I think we will go. We do not wish to be bad people and be not your friend. So, do you have token? Maybe you can give, so we show Gopa that we try to talk, so he know we do a bit of deal.
Yeah, sure. He can send if you're going to go. He's going to send you over to the shaman hut.
Hmm.
You want some sort of trinket? You head over to the hut.
Gonna hit the hut. Is there anything like you need from them that would like help you guys come to a deal?
The deal is, if they keep coming for our water, we'll keep stopping them.
No, I mean, water schmorter. Is there like anything else that they have that you'd be like, that'd be cool. We could have some of that, and they could have a bit of water in exchange. Like,
Do you like pineapple juice? They make good pineapple drink, I believe, and it tastes nicer than water. I like
they do
water,
good
but
booze.
it's yes, maybe you like booze. I like booze.
I like booze.
I led these people away from that village for a reason. We needed to get back to our own lives, our own way of living. And that doesn't include sharing our resources. I need to look after my village. And there's nothing you guys can do to stop me from needing to do that.
What reason you have to leave Gopa village?
They all seem suspiciously happy.
They all seem lovely and happy. They look so smiley all the time. Maybe you don't like smile.
And he growls at you.
I'll just whisper to Sam. I don't know if that mean he like smile or no like smile.
I'm not sure either, man.
You smile, I no smile, and then we will win one way.
Yeah, yeah.
Do we kill him yet?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, he definitely like he's did an insight. Can definitely hear and see what you guys are like.
Oh yeah,
whispering in front of
yeah.
I
him.
was whispering, but we're quite close to him,
Yeah.
so
Little huddle, but we're stood 7
there.
feet, like 7 inches away
Yeah.
from him.
I don't
no,
know
man.
what you guys are trying to pull. But
We
you're
just-
testing my patience now.
okay, we'll go see Shaman.
Yeah.
Bile, are you Litrix?
I am Litrix.
Okay, well, my name is Red Raw. We are now friends. And I'll put my hand out to shake Litrix's hand.
And he will turn around, and as he leaves, his tail will just slap your hand away.
Rude.
That was not nice.
And yeah,
Ah, your brother too. His brother too.
the
Not
guard
everyone's
will lead you
brother.
round to,
Oh no, so you'll say just you.
the shaman's
just
hut.
you. Yes.
Yes.
And,
You and Dane. You and Dane now. You and Sammy are brothers. Sorry, no one else.
and let's drag you all over there.
I'm sorry we no fight yet, Dane, but at some like Samuel, sorry we no fight, but there looks like lots of them, and I don't know if this would be a place we could walk out of. Me and you probably okay to walk, but we have to think of Dane.
Dane's
As
not
you,
listening. Not listening.
As you approach the shaman's hut, you see a familiar face.
Oh.
Not looking quite so beat up, but still looking like he's had a fight recently.
We all look fresh after our short rest.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
I mean,
he's
do
not
we
had time for
recognise
short
him,
rest.
or are we lizard racist?
No, you're not lizard racist.
That's
You
fine.
recognise him.
That's cool. Just wanted
He
to
has a big
check.
sign on his chest saying, "I'm the guy you just had a fight
Yeah.
with."
Just wanted to check.
just in case it wasn't obvious. Yeah, he has got a big sign on it. It says.
I will wave
He
my flag a
He's
little
wearing
bit
a custom
slower.
made t-shirt. I had a fight with some intruders, and all I got was a bunch of scars.
Let's have Dane and Red Raw roll some investigation because presumably Sam's head's in a book.
Yep.
Loving those 11s.
12.
So you see behind the shaman as he's pops come out and he's
Like the
hissing.
the fly net.
He's hissing at the guard who's let you guys in. Clearly aggravated that you guys are in the village. You notice behind him, you see similar. You see markings of circles or circular shapes behind him on the walls.
Do they look like they fit in with the general vibe of the village? Is there anything about them that would stand out so that we'd notice them?
Well, the shaman's hut itself stands out from the village, but the symbols are repeated quite a lot.
Do they seem almost runic in nature?
Yeah, you could say something like that.
Are they
Yeah.
magical?
And you also notice something in the middle of some of these circles. Let's have a nature check.
From everybody, or just from?
Yeah, I'll let you join in.
Magic isn't my strong suit. I know a few spells, but I'm not really magical.
So, upon spotting the circles, and obviously you're still having a conversation over the top. Dane starts nudging Sam, and you two with your nature of dealing with creatures.
Mm-hmm.
Am I reading a book labeled "Nature and Various Symbols You Might Find in a Lizard Photo"?
Just happens to be here.
You notice that the marking inside some of these circles, it looks like a creature, a lizardy type of creature. The thing that makes it stand out is that you would say the creature has more than one head.
Cool. Is it snake-like?
Hail
Snake-like.
Hydra.
And,
Would we recognise it as being that? Or is
yeah,
it just
you,
monsterish?
you've put two and two together.
Yeah.
You can see this creature in this circles, and all of a sudden the shaman then throws a like a small trinket of it doesn't look to be magical in nature, but like some offcut of one of their decorations. And
Don't laugh like that.
and yeah, the guard is forcibly like moving you along your way back up the path, out of the village.
Just before he leads us away from the shaman, can I again just ask the shaman its name and be like, I'm sorry we had a disagreement, but we have no ill will. I'd like to apologize, and my name is Red Raw. Perhaps
He's already walked back into the hut.
they do nice drinks at the hut.
Yeah.
Okay. Red Raw, again, not knowing civilization, is still a bit confused now. Is this how to talk in this area?
So
He's making mental notes of all this,
Yeah.
turning around and just not letting people finish their conversations.
and if you turn around and look at us for guidance, I'm just like,
Cool. But yeah, if he's leading us out, then
Yeah, so you're getting led to the top end of the village.
As we're walking out, I'm just gonna say to Samael, it's like, Sammy, did you see those markings? Is that like some kind of summoning thing? You must have seen something like that in your books. What was that? That was some kind of monster thing, wasn't it?
It depends on whether it's what I think it is or whether it's just I'm reading too much into it. Wood trap. I don't know. I'm guessing I didn't see enough of it to figure out what exactly it was. It was just something lizard-like.
I mean, was it
Or
lizard?
it appeared to be a multi-headed lizard-like figure.
I think what I'm kind of asking is, Sam's been like, he's the nerd. He does the research. He's reading the books. Was that just lizard graffiti art, or was it an actual like summoning runic spell thing? Would Sam be able to
Presumably I
tell?
could roll something for that.
Roll me an Arcana.
what signs you guys talk about? I do not see.
There was like
Any
some
signs?
drawings and stuff.
Oh.
I mean, they were pretty sweet drawings,
I
but
don't recognize it.
I mean, it might just be lizard art. I don't know.
I do not.
Roll me an Arcana just to see if obviously.
Who's
seen
Sam?
it
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Talking about it.
Okay, sorry.
I mean,
Dane's pretty convinced he knows what it is.
now, like, I've seen art before, right? Because there was that girl that time, and she was big into that art stuff. And it didn't look like that, but I swear there was one of those books that you were reading that had something about circles and monsters and summoning things. So I think they're up to some shit with that. Pretty sure.
Maybe, but it doesn't look familiar to me. Maybe it was in Dad's journal.
Could be.
I know this may take a while to explain, but what is art?
Pictures that people pay to go and look at.
Oh, okay, just pictures is art.
Just
okay,
pictures.
well, thank
Well,
you.
Pictures, sculptures. It depends on how you define art.
I don't
We
know. I
could
don't
sit here and
know
have a 45-minute discussion on what constitutes an artwork.
Yeah.
However, as far as I'm concerned, the majority of it is a massive waste of time.
Yeah. Pretty much. Cat's put
Okay, thank
Cat's
you.
put,
You keep teaching.
Cat's definitely put 2 and 2 together. But I don't. I mean,
I'm going to go have a comfort break, and I'll let you guys
Yeah.
discuss how you want to proceed.
I mean, they're definitely summoning fucking Godzilla in the lake, aren't they? That circle with a big old lizard in it is going to turn into like a Hydra.
I heard multiple heads.
Hydra.
There is a village of suspiciously cheerful people. I'm feeling false Hydra.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because and then I messaged Craig, I whispered it to him, is this a false Hydra deal? When he mentioned the lizard thing with multiple heads, and I remember the suspiciously cheerful village of people. And he just went, is it?
Uh,
Hydra? False
a
Hydra?
false Hydra is really difficult to pull off, though.
It is
I've
very
thought
difficult
for-
to pull off. Because it's usually fairly easy to catch on to that's what it is that you're trying to get away with.
Yeah. And so far, we don't seem to have been affected by it.
That we're aware of.
That we're aware of. Have you not seen false Hydra concept? It's not a standard monster. It's something that's been fan conjured, but it's like a monster that eats memories. And
Think of the silence in Doctor Who.
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you watch that, where it's like you don't ever remember encountering the false Hydra because it implants fake memories in your head, convinces a village that it's perfectly happy and everything's perfectly normal whilst it lives in the shadows, and then like feasts on their memories and stuff.
and like eats people, and people forget that they were ever there.
Like they'd eat the town baker, and the town would not remember that they ever had a baker.
So like the Hydra would be able to walk into the town, middle of the day, eat several
Nobody would
people,
remember it was ever there.
walk out, and yeah, okay.
I think it's a sound thing as well. I'm sure it's to do with like
Yeah,
ringing of
it-
it.
Deaf
Songs.
people might, in
Yeah.
theory, be opposed to it. It's sight and sound, I think, if you can hear it or if you see it.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely have not looked into something similar for goblins.
Craig, have you had your headphones on the whole time anyway?
Yep.
Yeah.
Dick move.
See, I still think just
Hey,
a straightforward.
false
Just
Hydra's a nice idea, isn't it? But no, it's not that.
No.
I'll level
I've
with you.
definitely thought about it for goblins, but to be honest with you, I mean, if you're saying it's not that, it is a weird one to pull on your players because it messes potentially you mess with character backstories and character perception, which feels as a DM far too meta unless your players are into it.
It all sounds far too complicated for me to
Yes.
do as your opening gambit.
Yeah, there is
It's
that.
also a CR8 monster, and we're
Yeah.
level 3. Now, that is something I would do.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like something
I mean, not a level
no.
3, but yeah.
Yes, yeah, level 3.
I mean, I think a Hydra is still CR8, but let's see how this goes.
I mean, I'm still thinking Godzilla coming out of the lake. Godzilla, Godzilla,
So yeah,
I
you've
always
been-
thought you had to say Godzilla in a Japanese accent.
Oh my God. Godzilla.
Godzilla. Well, no, I'm talking about well, you're all too bloody young probably for the cartoon. The Godzilla cartoon.
I can remember some Godzilla cartoons.
with
Based
Godzuki.
in the mid 90s.
No, earlier than that. There was one, and it
Oh
was
no, I can't remember
up
any
from the
60s.
depths, 40 fathoms down, blah, blah, blah. Head in the clouds, Godzilla, Godzilla. No. Okay, just me then. Great, feeling old now.
Nice Jamiroquai reference. So you're being marched out of the village by one lizard folk. What would you like to do?
I'm walking in front of everybody, so if anybody does out to the single guard behind us, I have no involvement in that decision.
I think we should be visibly walked out of the village. But maybe
Yeah.
we say to Red Raw, you're good at this stealthy stuff. Maybe if you can sneak round and, like, get another look. Because we've had a short rest, so I'm guessing time has moved on. If the light's, like, fading...
Short rests in Taki, according to the house rules, take 15 to 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, not taking long at all, the short rest. I mean, the time is moving on, but say middle of the afternoon,
It's
early
been
afternoon.
20 minutes since we had a fight.
So well, Red Roy's listening to the plan though. Yes, I can sneak quite well.
I mean, they're definitely up to something. The more I think of it, the more I think that that's some kind of spell they're casting. And
What in the water?
actually, shit, yeah. I mean, Dane has like -1 in intelligence, 0 in wisdom. So I don't know how he's got a 17 in arcana. And he's not joining these dots together. But he's obviously twigged that something's going on. But whether it spurs anyone else, because for him to actually put this together and work out what's going on, I don't think works for him.
I mean, does it not work for the most suspicious person ever
True.
who hates all the happy families?
True, he doesn't hate the happy families. He's just very suspicious of them. I totally think they're up to something. And if they're up to something by the shoreline, and if they're up to something in that village, then they're probably connected, or else they're doing 2 plans at once, in which case they're very well organised, and that's strange.
Can I ask, do you find this place suspicious, Dane?
What? I mean, I've never known
These,
them. They didn't seem like...
these people, these lizard people, are you suspicious of what they do?
I'm suspicious of, like... Yeah, okay, I'm suspicious of them.
Okay, so we're just gonna be suspicious of everybody we ever meet.
I'm not suspicious of you,
Happy
man.
people
You're my
we
brother.
don't like. Brother!
Sweet.
I mean, I am looking forward to chatting to Samuel at some point and finding out what Graham's going to ask Red Raw to do to Dane. So,
He's working on it. He's
Yeah.
working.
yeah, that's going to be fun.
So
I'm
you've got to
dreading
this
it
point
and
in the
looking forward to
crossroads.
it.
You got to this point in the crossroads, and the lizard folk is kind of looking at you as if, which way are you guys going?
Oh, so there's a guy there. So yeah, I've definitely not been whispering all that shit out loud about my
No,
conspiracy nonsense.
You could have walked far enough ahead of him that
Yeah.
he's not heard that.
If he's led us here and he's not asking us to go any further, Red Raw's going to sit on this rock.
Dane's convinced they're up to something. Everyone's up to something. Does he know what they're up to? No. But that Arcana is convinced they're working on some kind of spell and it had a monster in it. So he's seen enough of that shit before. We've lived through it, man.
I don't know. Tell me more. I've not seen many monster. What do you think it was?
Big lizard thing. It looked like a big lizard. Did I get a good look at it? I mean, it wasn't too bad. So I described kind of what it looked like from the brief thing I saw.
Many-headed lizardy, reptile-y thing.
Yeah.
You, Dan, you know of Sammy, you know monster like this?
Sounds like Hydra.
Hydra is nice and cuddly.
No.
Oh,
Not quite as scary as a Honkdra, but still pretty scary.
okay.
Man. Long while since I thought about one of those. Wild. Yeah, all I know is if it is a Hydra, does Dane know what Hydra is? No. If Sammy is saying it's a Hydra and it's a monster, then yeah.
But you said it sounds like a
like-
Hydra. A lizard with lots of heads sounds like a Hydra.
I mean, either way, it sounds like bad news, man. And I can't believe that they are raising it and they're not gonna like. You don't raise monsters to like keep as a pet.
This guard looking at us really suspiciously because we're stood around talking about what they're up to.
He's itching, like pointing the stick. I was like, "You guys, you leave now."
We'll not go back. We're just gonna stay here and decide which way to go, but we'll not go back to village.
You go where you came from.
Can I summon my interplanetary lamps that I'm allowed to pop in and out of existence because it's funny and just go and point it at the guard and be like, "What you doing? What are you guys up to in your village? What is the guy in the water doing with that magic circle? Tell us a die."
Roll me intimidation.
I mean, I was tempted to pull my rapier and pull it and point it at Dane in a confused manner.
Can
It's not a
I
Mexican standoff.
take the end? I'm gonna kind of end of the rapier, point it at the lizard man. Nice,
Yes.
nice.
When he speaks, Sammy gets shit done.
Yeah.
Doesn't say much, but when he does. Because of the current time that has elapsed since we came off the boat and supply ration issues, I'm going to say that whilst I'm doing that, I'm doing it with black eyes.
Ooh.
Hello, Ali.
It's
Ali.
Ali.
You've just timed that right to see the first gnat of the night.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Potentially.
So, oh, are you there?
No. Bye, Ali.
So as you're pointing this lance that's just appeared out of nowhere at this lizard, let's say he's going like quite up to his throat. He's caught unaware. He wasn't expecting you to have a weapon. Suddenly, it's,
Yeah, because it appears out of thin air.
so he catches him off guard. I, we're going to. I don't know what's happening. They've got a magic. They're bringing something so we can keep the water for ourselves and make sure that stupid village never takes our water anymore.
Doesn't feel like an answer.
Why you no share?
This is our water. This is our jungle.
No. Red Raw, he live in forest. Me no own the forest. The forest is own thing. You live in jungle. Jungle is own thing.
Jungle is also massive.
Very, very big.
Yeah.
But you do not own tree or the grass or plant. They are all living creatures themselves. We live in balance with the nature. We do not own nature.
What he said.
I'll be quite. Red Rod would be quite angry and passionate with someone saying they own the jungle.
This is our jungle. This is your last chance to leave. And he's saying it very unconvincing. There's not even like a roll for persuasion because it's just not convincing. There's no intimidation there. He's suddenly realised he's 3 against 1.
I'm going to whistle twice, and Rubik's is going to walk away, but then appear behind the lizard folk.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
Yes, I'm going to have some whistle commands for him. It does walk close to Sam to Dane at some point. Yes.
Dane's a little freaked out by it.
More and more like Jim from Friday Night Dinner every session.
Yes. Exact reference.
Ali, if you're here, you can just appear behind Sam and Dane, and when you feel like you've caught up with where we've got to.
Yeah, no worries. Sorry, I'm so late.
Just join. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. That's the fun of this
Ali!
game. We can just come in and play.
I mean, you should apologise. It's not as if your wife has had a major surgery today. I mean, come on, dude.
Is she doing okay?
I know.
Is she doing all right?
No, she's in a hell of a lot of pain when I saw her. But they've got her on bags and bags of drip. For like paracetamol in the drip and stuff like that.
Oh, bless her heart.
Yeah. But
Was
it
there a
was easy
time
enough when
frame
I was
for
there,
she
but
comes out?
sorry?
Is there a time frame for when she's like due out? Is she there for a few nights?
It's supposed to be an overnight, but we are both kind of hoping she's in for a day or two.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Please keep us updated.
Oh well, don't you worry.
Go on, Scott. Say it. Say
Wow,
it, you
so-
mean bastard.
Sounds like divorce is on the card. They already can't live together. That's what I was thinking. It's not that mean.
It's true though.
And as I'm feeling generous, Ali, you could have some inspiration.
Oh, pity
And-
inspiration.
And the lovely intimidation, Sam. You can have some inspiration for that as well, because that was fun.
Lovely.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry, can I just picture this? So
yeah.
he's
was
walking us
always
out on his
there.
own, acting like in a tough guy. Okay, then I was going to say, was he not maybe just hanging around here? But he was always with us. Okay,
He was
this, I was
always
going to
with
picture
you.
it. Yeah.
Not
Just
doing
just
the
with this
coming
lance
and going.
appearing out of nowhere, and then our friend who we left here before we made our decision which way to go. I thought we were going to say, then just appears and he's just like,
Hi guys.
So,
Chris, what a miss.
Pretty much.
Long story short, we think they are summoning a Hydra, which I keep calling Godzilla.
In the accent, please, Cat.
A Godzilla.
Lovely.
Zira.
Oh,
You
no.
got to help.
Oh no, he's
Godzilla.
Godzilla.
Godzilla. He's
Right.
Godzilla.
And cancelled. Immediately cancelled.
I
You get a
think-
cancel.
Anyway.
You get a cancel.
Sam.
You get a cancel.
Our one fan, Craig, will write a strongly worded letter to the channel.
I'm already working on
can
my quad
you,
box apology.
Can you let me know what is your plan? What are you doing right now? You've got this lance up against his neck. He's giving you a retort.
Well, he didn't really give us any information, did he? He just said, I don't know, we're doing a thing. It's like, well, we're aware that they're doing a thing. He didn't tell us anything we didn't already know.
So you're saying that's not enough information? Is that what you're
Yeah, that's
what you're
exactly
saying?
what I'm saying. And I'm going to press the lance into his throat a little bit.
Ooh.
The shaman, the lead shaman, he's taking matters into his own hands. He's summoning the creature to protect the village. Litrix doesn't really understand and doesn't want to.
Ah. So we just need to kill the shaman. Cool, cool, cool. Or persuade him not to.
Or tell Litrix that he do this, and then Litrix say, "Hey, don't do that."
That might work, it won't.
No,
It won't.
Yeah, that definitely won't work.
It won't work.
Oh, so we kill again then. Okay.
I'll look at it and go, there's a village murder?
I mean, we shouldn't kill everyone. I only have one spell slot left. Not that that's a big help anyway.
Maybe if you got your powers from somewhere a little bit less gay, you'd get yours back when you have a little rest.
Oh! Don't be insulted.
As you guys just chatting away amongst yourselves, the lizard guy is doing a runner.
I mean, there's a big panther behind him, so he's not.
And he's got a lance to his throat.
Yeah. If he starts to run away, then I'll whistle 3 times and.
He's about 2 millimeters impaled on the tip of a lance, and there's a panther at his back.
Rubik's will try to trip him. He's not going to try and deliberately really do damage, but just like the animal cat.
Rear up on his hind legs and push him further onto the lance.
Grim.
I can teach you the whistle commands, Sammy. It's okay.
Like I say, they have a pounce, don't they, which can knock people prone, but that's when you've been running at them.
If they have to run maybe at least 10 meters or something like that.
God,
Do lizard folk count as humanoid?
yes.
Well, no, it's
I think so.
beast of the land, isn't it? It stats. It's not actually a panther.
Oh, but yes, that's true. Lizard folk are medium humanoids.
So proficiency bonus 2 at the moment. So no, it has a
Nice.
charge, and then straight target. Roll.
Time machine a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, I mean, it might fail, and it's a waste of a waste of a spell slot. But meh, if it doesn't fail, then I get to automatically crit hit it.
What's the DC on that?
13.
13. It succeeded.
Boo. I cast it again.
Okay. Do you cast it again?
Yeah.
Right. Succeeded again.
Balls, I'm out of spell slots. Somebody else.
I got a 19, then an 18.
Cool. I'll just straight up try and hit it if it tries to move away from me. I have a 10-foot reach with a lance. So.
With that, let's roll some initiative then.
Yay!
Let's all gang up and kill this lizard.
Let me just take off my 2 spell slots that I wasted for no good reason.
There was very good
That's a
reason.
good reason.
It's fine.
Would've been
I've
a
still
good
got
move.
Eldritch Blast and told it.
Leandro is a and Dane got a. Well, it's a good thing Red Raw got a decent roll. I'll say it's only moved that far then, and you wanted the Panther to go for it.
No, Panther can stay with me for now because I might need a certain amount of distance between us before it can
Okay.
do its ting.
Question: if he
Yeah.
left the observable threat range of my lands, do I
Good
get an
opportunity. Go on then.
Why would you ask if he wants?
Land. Come on. Yeah, 23.
Nice.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh,
For 12 piercing damage.
Ooh, that is a big chunk. He looks blooded as he's ran away.
Oh no! Ah, my back.
Blood just seeping out of his neck. He's slashed at him as he's gone. Yeah, Red Raw.
So is Rubik's going on the same turn as me?
Yes.
Cool. So he needs to. So I'm gonna whistle 4 times for shot blasts, which tells Rubik's to charge.
Okay.
But Rubik's is going to move back 10 feet just to get a run up. And then charge in. And it is. So charge. If the beast moves at least 20 feet in a straight line towards the target and hits it with a maul attack on the same turn, the target takes an extra 1d6 damage. If the creature. If the target creature is a creature, it must save on a strength saving throw against my spell DC or be knocked prone.
Okay. So it's gonna go to hit first. I'm guessing it's Maul.
Yeah, so that is my modifier. So it's a +4. So a 16.
Hits.
So the damage is an extra d6, so that makes it 1d8 +4. So that's 12 +5.
So he does drop to the floor. You're right. Without
Excuse me. No, excuse me.
Dane's just like,
I would like to also say one more thing.
Yes.
You didn't ask me what 4 whistles means.
What does 4 whistles mean?
It means pounce, and I was mentioning about clipping its heels to stop it. It means don't kill.
Is
It means
non-lethal?
take. It means take it down. I will
see.
have a full list of whistle commands by next session, but 4 whistle means non-lethal pounce.
And the lizard folk has
Love it.
Yeah, it has fallen to the floor in a big crumpled mess of blood, with a panther on top of it.
And as soon as he does that, and after Sammy did what he did, Red Rose is just going to turn and be like, Sammy, with Sammy, you want me, Sammy?
still funny.
Anything else you want to do with your turn, Red Raw?
Yeah. I'll walk over and just stand above the dead body and pet
Not dead body.
Pet Rubik's. Well done, Rubik's. You good cat.
So it was non-lethal and it's not a corpse.
Yes, it's just a unconscious body. And then maybe just turn to Sammy, like maybe you can ask more questions now. He may answer. Do better answer.
I'm fairly certain he's given us all of the information he actually possesses. I was just trying to stop him running back to the village and telling them that we are going to try and stop them doing the thing that they're doing.
Okie dokie. So hearing that, Redwar's action is to pull out his rapier and just lean into the corpse. Okay, you guys are boss. I'll do. You teach me. And just
And the poor lizard folk just perishes.
Oh, is he dead?
They do spell block to do that.
And you're out of initiative again.
Can we?
Hey.
We got 15 minutes for a little sit down?
Well, I was going to suggest hiding the body anyway.
That'll take about 15 minutes.
You can have a short rest if you like.
It
I'd
feels like a
search
short
it.
rest to me.
And search the body.
Yeah.
So on the body, you find his javelin, his shield, and a healing potion.
Immediately passes the healing potion to Dane. I don't even turn to look. I'll get it out out of his belongings and just. Here you go, Dane. You might need.
Shut. Shush. Shush. Hand it over. Yeah. At this point, Dane just holds out his hand.
So while you're having your short rest, and you're hiding a corpse that you've searched, are you taking any of those other weapons and items gear?
Does anybody want a shield or a javelin?
I've got a shield.
I don't need a shield. I don't require javelins because I have Eldritch Blast.
I'll have another javelin.
Just again, handing it over without turning around.
I've got 6 of them now, according to my sheet. So cool, like a porcupine.
I've got my 2 spell slots back because warlocks.
Leondale, you'll need shield. Leondale, you'll need shield.
Ali.
Yeah, I'm just checking. Yes, I do.
Here you go. You take shield.
Why, thank you, Redwar. Why, thank you.
It's okay. I like to give things away.
So while you're having your short rest, are you formulating your plan of action? What you're going to be doing?
I mean, we need to get that shaman. The rest of them, we don't. Because I don't think we can take on the whole village. I can't take on that whole village. Probably can't take on the shaman. But if we stop one, we stop it all happening.
Shall we go night? Maybe undercover and hide and sneak to a village and try to find shaman.
I think that's a good idea.
Thank you.
That's a fantastic idea.
So we wait until nightfall and then sneak into the village and hope to assassinate the shaman in the middle of the night.
I just say what I think that Sammy would say. He's a smart guy. He like to make plan. He always read books, so he must be clever.
Normally, yes.
Yes.
There's reasons as to why no, currently.
But Redra not smart. I could read my name and other words, but I'm not as smart as my friend Sammy. So maybe I think like Sammy.
What's your intelligence and wisdom and that?
So wisdom 14, intelligence 12.
Yeah, Dane's thicker.
Yours-
You're more.
But but I'm more focused into nature-y stuff and that. So
You're more intelligent than I am.
Wisdom 8,
civilized-
intelligence 12.
Intelligence 0 was 10. Wisdom 18.
Yeah, Sam and Red Raw are the most intelligent goat based on stats.
With
-1.
12.
9. I've got a 9, baby, in intelligence.
I, as per usual, have used wisdom as my dump stat.
Yeah, Leandra's obviously the most.
I'd be
wise.
shocked if you didn't, Graham.
I think I've got one character that doesn't have wisdom as a dump stat, and that's Shade that I created for Ali's evil campaign that never went anywhere. So I made one character with wisdom and never get to use it.
But yeah, looking
plan
at the
is-
layout of the village and like say the jungle, would Red Raw be able to work out sort of a rough direction to head in through the jungle to go round the camp so we could attack it from what would be the rear, so we go straight to the shaman's hut from behind it rather than through the village?
Right. Okay. Yeah. So, I think first of all, I think we're going to have a stealth check for you all, because if you're all hanging around in this area till nightfall, let's just see if anyone passes through and knows that you're there.
Well,
I was going to use my inspiration,
same here.
but then I thought, why the fuck?
So, yeah, you've had a short rest and you've waited a small amount of time, but while you're there,
That's an average score of 10.5 on that stealth check.
Sam is doing all the heavy lifting.
And that's me with a 22.
You can hear a couple of wow, Sam's just really stealthy.
I didn't press that again. Why?
Show off. Is that basically gone? Still hiding?
Yeah. Big move.
Or did you just lift his book in front of his face? But
That's his
What?
stealth mechanic. Yeah, just.
the cover changes, so this is a cover of a jungle.
Yeah, let's everyone give me a perception.
Perception.
Right, so you guys clearly hear. Wow,
Wow.
there's no doubt that you guys know.
I think that has to be the highest rolling round we've ever had in any campaign.
Wait a minute, guys. I think we all hear and see something.
We can
We-
practically taste the lizard folk in the air.
We can hear the universe.
you guys can hear there's lizard folk approaching, but your attempts at hiding, you're so aware that you realise that you've made a piss poor job of hiding.
Oh man, I tell you what, if
And we hide again because we know we did a bad job.
if Angela was here, I would have gone, quick, let's pretend to kiss. Can't hide whilst we just front it out, but in the middle of a jungle makes no sense.
With three guys watching.
Yeah. Not yucking anyone's thumb.
Probably like,
And his little brother.
If we hear people coming,
Yeah.
could Red Raw suggest if we
that they
go,
do it at a more appropriate time.
if we go for now way that we came towards river, they may think that we're leaving, and we can then sneak back later.
Yeah. I just know
Yes.
I am not quiet, man.
We everybody know that.
Yeah.
So that's what I will suggest. It's
Yeah.
up to everyone if we want to head up, which I believe was it this one?
Well, no, at the top. Yeah,
Yeah, I think it was
Yes.
that one.
it is
So
now.
I'll suggest we'll head up towards the river, so it looks like we're heading away from the village. So hopefully they'll leave us alone.
Good plan.
As you're walking away, you can hear a commotion
Oh.
behind you. As the roll I made was an 18, so
They found the
They
body.
smell the dead body in the underbrush.
they followed the tracks. Could see there was some blood as the lizard folk turned away from Sam. There was some blood spilt onto the path. So you may have hidden the corpse. They were aware that there was blood on the path, so you can hear commotion. There's something happening.
I dive into the bushes and just
I mean, I was going to do my don't look back, just keep walking, pretend everything fine.
I mean, I expect by this point we're sort of up here and they've just entered down here.
Yeah. So you guys have walked. They've not seen you. You tried to hide. You realised it was a shitty idea, so you've gone walking away. With ample time that before lizard focus turned up and found the blood. So he's not seen you guys yet. If you keep walking, I think you probably get away.
Let's. I don't know.
Red Roar's made a suggestion, but he will follow Sammy and
Is Red Roar
Dane's-
not leading the way? Is he not
Yeah.
walking off? And if anyone's
He
following
started
him?
to. He started to, yes. But if Dane or Sammy suggest or do something different, then I mean, imagine Red Roar as a toddler who is just going to copy what these people do.
No, but he's got instincts. He knows what he's doing around here.
He has, but not in a civilized world. So he's looking at you guys for prompts. He was kept prisoner by goblins for a decade.
It's not a very civilized world, this though.
I
No.
think we will. I think continue on because maybe it'll draw him out of the village and make it quieter, so that we can sneak back later.
That's what Dane thinks. Sammy's thinking we can kill them one at a time.
Maybe.
I'll also, because you all did exceptional view perceptions, you can all still hear the noise that coming from the
thrumming
the
sound coming from
Yeah.
the
It's louder than it was when you were last there, and a slightly faster pace to it.
Oh, so so we'll tell Landriel as we're walking. If anyone wants to tell him about what creature we think's over there.
Oh, I think we've already told him that we
Yeah.
think there's a
I'll do
hydra being summoned, yeah.
Yes.
So we're going up this way to the north, back the way we came past the lake front with the thrumming sound. Okay. I don't want to
The
hide
thrumming
as
sound came from this direction.
Yes.
from this direction.
Right.
Here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there.
Red Wall leading us back to the
way you
river where
came
we had the
originally.
first fight. You know, last session where
Where
we had to fight with the crocodiles.
Right.
That's the way home.
Yeah.
Yeah, just heading out to make them think we're leaving, to then maybe double back.
That's fine. That's smart.
Okay, can I, if you'll allow, sort of hide in this bush up here, if they're going up that way, and then as they start to near this crossing here, I want to cast Hold the Dead on a parrot over there to see if it distracts them and throw them off of our trail and sends them that way instead.
You're going to explode a bird.
I'm going to explode a bird so that they don't follow our footprints, which we definitely have not done anything to hide that clearly point us in this direction.
It's just not a bad thing. That's the way that they would expect you to be going. But yeah, if you want, so you're going to just attack some wildlife with a cantrip.
Just to make them think we've gone that way.
Which way?
That way. Towards where the thrumming was coming from.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
then they're going to go there thinking that we're going that way to interfere with things. Because there'll be foot traffic from where we've come and gone
Yeah.
there before.
And then we can Scooby-Doo through a different door, and then we can run backwards and forwards across here, each going in different directions.
And pull the shaman's mask off and realise that it was Gopa. And he would have got away with it if it wasn't for us.
Oh man, Gopa! No, Jinky's way!
I'm not even going to make you roll for. I know you'd love an attack roll, Graham, but you're attacking.
I don't care
wildlife.
about that. It's a rando parrot. Like I didn't have anything that I could use to create a distraction because I don't have like minor illusion or nothing. Like all I've got is the ability to pop a parrot from 30, 40 feet away. But I would have cast an Eldritch Blast over here somewhere, but they'll see the big streak of light fly out my hand in that general direction.
Didn't mean to send that. Didn't mean to send
I
that.
kind of want to call this episode "The Ability to Pop a Parrot."
So yeah, there was obviously a commotion from this one lizard folk, and as you guys have moved away, there seems to be other lizard folk arriving, and once they have arrived, all of a sudden a parrot just explodes behind them, and they go off to investigate that.
I mean, you would do, wouldn't you?
We sneak away.
And yeah, they, following the trail of death, they seem to head up towards this top right hand corner to towards the lagoon and the noise, the sound.
I want to pop the other parrot because I don't want it to be left without its friend. But they could have been a married couple. So
Yeah.
it's like I've just killed this. It's like I don't want an evil parrot.
I was
going
going to say, there was the potential new big bad guy there, so very wise. 2 years time,
Oh,
2 years time, the mask comes off on the GoPro and it's the parrots.
It's the parrots.
I hate that parrot.
You killed my wife. You killed my wife.
hell.
Polly want revenge. Oh,
Have you
Lovely.
guys all headed up that way? Are
Yep.
you sticking to plan? We're going to wait till night time to try and sneak back.
Yep.
Or
Yep, I think so.
okay. Okay then.
I would suggest as we're walking to potentially get the other side of the river, or at least everyone else go the other side of the river. One stay behind, stealthily hidden, in order to see if anyone is following us. I keep wondering if Kat's a superhero or if she's got a fan on, just every now and again.
yeah.
just-
I do. There is a fan here because it is
Oh,
so
okay.
warm in here.
It is here too. I'm sweaty.
Hi, Sweaty.
Hi, Trudy.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys, I'm not going to switch you over to the other map because basically by the time you've sort of got there, gathered your thoughts, put a plan together, and want to head back for darkness to fall, you're probably getting on for that sort of time just in the amount of travelling you're doing back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll
Getting our steps in.
So I think we'll just fast forward to you guys coming back to this area
Mm-hmm.
Dark.
in the darkness. So let's just confirm who has dark vision.
Oh, that's an interesting thing.
Go part elf, you will.
Yeah, I've got it.
Human.
I'm in
No.
there.
I have it. Thank fuck.
Nope.
Nope.
Brilliant.
So as we're walking in the dark, I've often stand next to Sammy and guiding him. So I will do the same, and I will do one long whistle and point at Dane. And so my land of the beast of the land, which doesn't say whether it has dark vision or not. It doesn't
It's a
say it
panther.
has.
I
got
gotta say,
that,
we're going
but-
with it's a panther, so it can have dark vision.
Yeah. So that will I will be commanding it to lead Dane, unaware that Dane's uncomfortable with that.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Can I follow Dane at a reasonable distance where he can't see me and throw pebbles at him?
Gosh, you can.
Yeah.
Dane, do me a perception with disadvantage.
Oh, fuck.
You're well aware it's
Yeah.
Leandril messing with you.
I was hoping it was going to be really low. She could be like, it's that fucking parrot.
I know.
So you've come back to this area. You can't see anyone around at the minute. Where are you heading? Where are you aiming to?
No, so using my natural rangeriness and my leadership skills as the Red Ranger, would I know whether that direction or that direction would lead closest to camp? I know it's a different direction, but which one we might be able to circle around to the camp? Could I say get a sense of which one would be quickest?
I mean, you've not been here before, so you're not sure which direction
Yeah,
this other
that's
path goes to. It obviously is starting off in the right direction, but you've no idea if around the corner, if there is a corner, it then trails off in a completely wrong direction.
yeah. I mean, I am expecting to go through the jungle at some point.
Yeah. So
I would say if we wanted to get behind, I would suggest heading that sort of direction because it's south, and we want to get south.
Okay.
I think caution's definitely the order of the day as well.
But I think I would be helping Sammy to stay sort of towards the side of the path, so we're maybe just not actually walking the waterway, but just in the brush next to it, just to help
So-
with hiding.
Just have a look. I can't see.
Neither can I.
You have no dark vision.
No dark vision.
No, I don't think they do. So,
Everybody's attacking with disadvantage apart from Red Roar and Leandril.
so let's go with give me a nature and a survival check, please, Red Raw. I presume you're leading the way.
Yes, with my brother.
Can't see it.
Can I use my inspiration on the survival
Yes, you
check,
can.
please?
Amazing.
He's back.
Oh, Scott, we missed you.
No.
Here come the Lord.
No, I'm blaming Ali.
Yeah.
I was rolling great until Ali got here.
Ali, we've been having some spectacular rolls.
I am your kryptonite, young
Yeah.
Red Roar. Scott.
Oh, it's okay. We read kryptonite.
Yes.
So you
Nat one.
fantastic. You do make your way towards the village,
Yes.
but I assume the plan was to come in somewhere around the back of one of these in the corner
Yeah.
somewhere.
That was the aim.
That was the aim.
Yes.
Unfortunately, that as you're approaching and you start seeing the the torches burning around the village.
I mean, if we saw torches burning, we wouldn't just keep walking directly to the torches. We
No.
would stand a little bit back to get our bearings.
Yeah. You have appeared in the tree line back from the bright light. You're still in the darkness in that sort of area up in the top right.
I'm not in the right place, guys. So I'm too busy trying to make sure Sammy did not walk into tree. I've not been here before. I tried best.
And as you're chatting away, can you all roll me a stealth, please?
Oh,
Do good, guys. Please do good.
no, I'll do bad.
Wow.
19 and a 20.
Oh, fuck off! I've got a +8. I've rolled a 2 and a 4 on the stealth checks.
Did I roll the right one there? No, I did not.
No.
There we go. Yeah.
I'll use my inspiration on that, eh?
Okay.
That's more reasonable.
The same as me again. I'm stood next to you. That's why we've got the same stealth.
It's so difficult to hide in the dark.
I am.
Broad daylight, perfect camouflage.
Dane's like a fucking shadow.
He can't see himself. He's no idea where he is.
It's just gone. He's John Cena. He's just not there.
He's fallen in a hole.
Possibly.
Oh shit! I think we leave Dane behind.
I would like to throw pebbles at Leandrel, please.
That's
Well,
still an average of 10.
Yeah.
As it happens, as Dane is throwing stones, it's like going ching.
No,
ching,
no.
off,
Tiny pebbles.
ting, ting.
Ding, ding, ding.
I'm not gonna stop.
But yeah, I'll give it a roll. See if I've got a decent perception. Don't
They don't have a
anything.
+9 to wisdom.
Don't hear anything. So
What's their passive perception? Because it's surely a 10.
passive, yeah, better than that.
Yeah, so they would hear us then.
I'm gonna stick with my roll just because it's
Fair.
it's
No,
a
that's
lot
fair
fun.
enough. That's fair enough.
So you guys have arrived on the outside of the lit area of the village. You can see guards patrolling, actively looking around, but the rest of the village seems to have taken refuge in the buildings for the night. And as much as Leandril is clunking away, the still noisy jungle sounds seem to be enough noise to drown out his clunking for now.
Sweet.
It's
Where
good
you guys
job.
going?
The jungle music make loud noise.
Where are you guys heading? What are you doing? What's the
Do we? So I will. Whisper. Do we go on outskirts and stay tree line to
Yeah.
head to south? Do we go to kill that bad man, or do we try to get help from Litrix? But I mean, I don't really like Litrix. He hit me with tail.
He ain't gonna listen to us. I say we take out the shaman and stop the spell. No. Leroy Jenkins. That's the patron saint of RPGs and TTRPGs everywhere.
I'm showing you that it's 90 feet to get there. You won't be dashing, or you can dash, but there'll be no stealth involved in that, and people will see that you're there. Or you can try to stealth your way over there, but I'm going to ask you for 3 stealth checks to get there.
I was going to suggest that we maybe move to like here.
So further into the jungle.
Slightly further into the jungle, but still being able to see the lights.
Yeah.
Through the trees, and then head south to like here, just to try and get a little bit more distance.
Okay.
Is what Redwall will suggest.
I would
so
also
keep your bearings to know where it is.
I would also like to suggest that there's like an advance party, so that Sam isn't, so that Dane isn't trying to sneak along and hinder everybody else.
Okay, so are we splitting the party between the clunkers and the sneakers?
I think it's going to have to be that way. If we get caught, then there's still some people who can carry on.
Wait a second. I just need to do one thing to measure something.
If a fight begins, the 2 tanks are going to be away from the 2 lesser armored people.
Well, we'll keep an eye on you. There's torches and stuff.
You can't see in the dark.
Just if we stealth along with you, we're gonna make everyone identifiable.
Well, I don't know what's going on here. We don't have fireball yet, but
Can I cast silence on that spot?
Whack up the description, please.
I mean, maybe when we get there, definitely.
can you cast silence on an item?
I wish.
No, I think it is a point.
At the point.
A
10
bit like the
minutes.
darkness spell.
Yeah.
So we've covered the 120 feet. That's fine. You can center on a point you choose within range.
Will we be able to
That's
get
it.
there in 10 minutes if we're sneaking, though? Yeah.
Was it 40 foot? It's a 40-foot circle, isn't it?
No, it's 20-foot radius. So it's 20 foot out to it. But that's. I presume you're doing it because that's one creature that's stuck there, Ali.
I've looked at them, and I'm assuming that's where the shaman would be, but I might be wrong.
Yeah, you would know. Yeah, that's the shaman's hut.
That's the shaman's hut. This is the leader's hut. And yeah, apart from I've not stuck any lizards patrolling, but I'm sure you would see them making regular movements up and down all these paths. So I can't see a reason why you can't cast that spell there if you wish to.
No, because if there's people walking up and down it, they're going to realise that there's something happening.
If you stick into Scott's plan to go back into the tree line further, still give me stealthing, but I'll give you all advantage on that.
I think we're going to have to do that. I
And
think,
it's the aim to get down towards where the leader's building is.
and then I think cast silence on it while we're there. But I think we should kind of make as much effort to be as quiet as possible getting there.
Yeah, I mean, Redwall's plan is, like say, there, sort of thing,
Where?
down to there. So start off like left of where, or right of where we are, like go into the jungle a bit more.
Oh, I see, yeah.
South down to like there,
There,
and then come out to like there, so we can get behind the shaman's temple. Shaman's building is the sort of thing Redwall's going to aim to do.
What the shamans want.
Each of those crosses will be a stealth check. The first 3 will be advantage. The last one will be a regular one.
Hang on, 3 crosses. I only see 1.
It's off the map.
Ah, okay.
I was off the map, yes.
I can't see those.
Zoom out.
I can only see one cross.
Zoom all the way out.
Zoom out so you've got...
I am. I'm
Like
at
to-
35.
I'm at 24.
I'm at 15.
So
I can
there-
only.
Yes.
I can
There,
see
there,
the.
is, there is one pink cross here that I can see.
Oh, yeah.
There is
There.
I can't see that pink cross.
You not see that
there's
over
one
here?
pink cross here, and that's it.
I can see that one.
Wow.
Dad, Scott can see more than I can.
No, I can't see. I'm just clicking where I was suggesting.
Ah. No, I
Go
think if it's
on.
off the
See
map,
where
it's
it
GM
was.
only.
Ah,
Yes.
okay, fair enough.
But it'll help you.
But yeah, there's obviously 3 movements to go back into the woods, down, down, and then coming back out of the woods towards the,
Do you want a
the
stealth?
camp again. So they'll all need stealth. The first 3 would be advantage.
With
The last
advantage.
one as you're approaching back into the lit area.
So just standard stealth. Or is it stealth advantage?
3
You
with
guys have got
advantage, though. So
disadvantage
let-
straight for heavy, so you'll
Yeah.
just have straight roll.
So it'll automatically roll disadvantage. What happens if you press advantage and it's automatically doing disadvantage?
You
Don't
just take,
try it.
just take what's in the first box.
Really?
Graham!
I mean, that's how it works, because
Yeah.
that's what you'd roll first.
What if I... Oh yeah, doesn't matter otherwise. Yeah, first one's first. 6.
So I've got a 21 or a... Yeah, I've got a 21.
Ooh, go Leandro.
23 out of 22.
But even on your first check, the guards seem to be aware of something out of the ordinary in the direction of where you guys are up here. But they've not alerted anyone else there. There's 2 of them. They've sort of come to the edge of the torchlight to see if they can see anything beyond that. What's made that noise? If you want to carry on making your stealth checks, the DC will be
Yeah.
slightly higher now because obviously they're on alert.
21 again.
6 again.
Fuck's sakes. Dane, what you do?
What? Shut up, Leandro.
So
Really bringing the side down here.
That's why I was like, I shouldn't walk with you guys.
off the map at that location.
Is there any way I can use Rubik's to be helping Dane be more quiet?
No, because he'll be flinching and going,
Whose side are you on?
That's probably
Fine,
why
it's
Dane's
just-
so bad.
And humour.
Yeah, that is funny.
So
Fair
the
point,
lizard
fair point.
folk guards are acutely aware now. They've heard another sound and they are actively looking at. I'll just stick them on the map. At
How
this
many-
point,
Can we see how many there are?
there's 2 of them,
2 of them.
and they are actively looking in this direction now. Let's have another roll with self checks. This is fun.
I'm gonna go.
17.
Leandro.
Now,
Now, anybody want to make a guess before I press it?
Snakes.
It was an 11 for Leandro and an 18 for Nick.
oh, yeah, because we're going with the first ones. Okay, so they're still looking over in this direction as you guys have snuck down to level with that X. Do you want to approach the building there?
Well, that's
No, I think
literally
we're-
6-1. No,
Yeah, I think we've decided we're gonna just try and
we're
kill
gonna go round to the shaman.
the shaman because nothing bad can happen if we kill the religious leader of these people.
Nah,
No, nothing at all. Not like a regime change at all.
Okay. So are we going south still further?
A little bit further south, yeah. I'm thinking, just outside the tree, just inside the tree line enough where we can still see torches and buildings, or those of us with dark vision can. And
The same sort of levels where you have been traveling.
but far enough to hopefully a bit of noise goes unnoticed.
Is there any sort of tricks or distractions or anything that anyone's got up their sleeves that they want to try and keep the guards off their scent, so to speak?
Is Sam going to explode another parrot?
I don't see any parrots on this map.
I'm going
There is
to.
wildlife, but
Can I use my last spell slot of Speak with Animals?
Yes.
And I will quietly try to convince as many of the wildlife as possible to head north and be as noisy as they can. So if there's birds, if there's like small mammals, just ask them to head and point in the direction of we've just come from, but be noisy.
Okay. Let's have a look what there is. Oh, you bump into a small rodentish looking creature, almost like an armadillo, or a bit smaller.
Armadillos.
Is it crunchy on the outside and soft
smooth
on the inside?
Yep, they're quite tasty. Much better than dime bars.
Oh, you're my people.
What do you want to say to it?
Hello, my friend. Be quiet. Can you go that way, please? And make noise. But run as fast as you can, make noise, and then when you get past village, you go hide. We don't want you to die.
I don't want to make noise. Don't eat me. Don't eat me.
I will not eat you. I'm a vegetarian. I only eat vegetables.
Stay quiet. Stay safe.
You do a big favor. If you help me, I will help you later.
Oh.
I promise. We're going to kill somebody.
You'll find grubs. Grubs?
There's lots of grubs. You know where grubs like to be.
No, we're grubs.
They like to be in their dead body. I can tell you where to find the dead body where there'll be lots of juicy grubs.
Okay. Where's that?
And I will explain as best as I can to this thing the way we've just come to get it to the crossroads to where we buried the the other lizard folk. It may have moved by now, but...
Or by the time he comes back, hopefully, Shaman will be dead. Or
Yes.
I will.
We'll find out in 4 weeks when we have the next session of Tappy.
Give me a persuasion.
Oh. Persuasion with my 10 charisma.
Ooh.
16.
You do indeed. You're so convincing that it's going to find some of its other friends, and they're all going to scarper up in that direction, moving north. But obviously, they avoid the light as well because that's their natural instinct too.
I want them to be in the bush where we were anyway, so away, just rustling bushes and branches, just ask them to make a bit of noise and head it north so they'll think it's wildlife.
Let's give that another roll. The lizard folk hear that noise and they start looking sort of northward bound away from your direction.
Good stuff.
I think we'll end the session there if that's all right, guys.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. So where do we end up? Rather than at the top, so are we like down here now?
Here-ish somewhere, like in this general vicinity.
I would have said you were down opposite on the
Bit
outside
further
of
back.
that.
Yeah.
Bit further back.
Cool.
But in the tree.